Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting bracket stage run of the 2026 Summer Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament here on DW Randomizer. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and joining me on the commentary, we've got Enja Dave, and we have got Do Not Adjust Your Screens, folks. It is the same matchup that you just saw. We have got Ziggy taking on aaron2u2 here in the round of 16. Right now, it is Ziggy 1, aaron2u2 nothing, which means if Ziggy wins this, they'll be moving on to the quarterfinals. So, Enja Dave, what are you going to be looking for in this second race between these two runners?
We got some great runners here. I'm expecting them both to come out. I'm expecting both to come out swinging. We're looking at that 16 strength start, so we're looking at some speed to start this thing off.
Yeah, you look at these numbers here, something that you very rarely see in a Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament race. No red to start off on any of the stats. You just do not see that every day of the week here, folks. So, but one thing I always like to say when it comes to Randomizer, it's not how a race starts, it's how it finishes. And maybe it ends up being the trolliest finish ever. We get, level 16 heal and heal more. Maybe it's like a level 20 go mode. You just never know. But we are underway, and we are starting with a cursed belt. That's one search tile in play. There's a key. Oh my goodness gracious. What kind of a start is this, Dave?
I think our Restreamers have some sort of key.
This is like, give the runners everything they need early on, kind of a start of a seed here. I need to see some chaos here. We're starting in the desert, and immediately we see a town. Please let it be Hawksness. Don't give these runners like a free silver shield, huh? Oh, Garen, well, that is such a... Are you kidding me? That is such a huge starting find. Wow, man. Here are these runners. You love to see it.
And with that, we could sell the cursed belt and buy some extra keys.
And we do see that there is a gold grind. A lot of gold here. That's 3 chests of gold here. I mean, he could already set up the gold grind now.
Three golds and a fairy water.
That is incredible.
And a magic armor to grind for if you want it.
All right, gonna buy the copper sword. And Aaron now sees we've got Garenham, and over 2,000 gold. Can definitely go on a shopping spree here. There's some half plate, there's a copper sword, and there's a small shield. And Aaron's gonna reset.
Aaron's gonna grind for the magic armor.
I certainly don't blame him, because you get 1 HP back every time you walk 4 steps. Plus you have a quarter damage less on the hurt more spells. Ziggy getting close to level 2 here. Needs to get 2 more slimes. I mean, you're dealing 10 damage on that copper sword already. Yeah, this slime will do it for Ziggy, and that is going to be level 2. So aaron2u is going to reset. We've got level 2 for Ziggy, and it's going to be 2 power, 2 agility, 2 HP.
Oh. You don't know how much you want that last one to be a 2.
I wanted all 2s. I mean, it was 2 to the 2 times 2 to the 4th. I mean, it was the 4th 2, but it was 2 to the 4th.
So you're saying we got 7 2s.
That's 7 2s. Yeah, 2, 2, 2, and then 2 to the 4th. Yes. There you go. I'm close enough, I suppose. Hey, that Scorpion worth 16 is going to be level 3 for 9, 6, 13, 2, and Repel.
We're getting some great stats to start this off.
Yep, Aaron doing the gold grind to get that magic armor, and probably a little bit more to get some other goodies as well. Probably that copper sword, that small shield, and who knows what else, some keys.
We're also going to pick up a full pack of fairy water. Take out these early encounters.
Poltergeist down for Ziggy, and that is going to be level 4 for Ziggy for 6 power, 3 agility, 4 HP, 0 MP, 0 spells.
And we have the spell of Repel, which not going to do much for us right now.
No, but it's going to come in handy a little bit later on. There's a red slime that runs away from Aaron, and another red slime. And this time, Aaron doesn't want to take a chance at maybe that it's got, DL2 breath. Doesn't want to lose that 9,500 gold. Stock up on herbs. Probably buy a dragon scale, which would be an additional 2 defensive points. Uh-oh, speaking of breath, that's baby breath that these skeletons have. Oh, and that was not enough to take it down. Ziggy goes back to start, denied the 25 points.
We do see there's the copper sword, like you'd mentioned. We got the magic armor, the small shield.
Yeah, Aaron's going to buy all those goodies. You know, you might as well with the money that you got currently in your hand right there. Got nothing better to spend it on at this juncture unless you find another town real quick. So, Ziggy now going to go ahead, go back into the treasury, and is going to find 3 chests worth of gold and fairy water in the middle. And seeing that, Ziggy wants to save that key and reset.
The good news is knowing there's gold in there. As soon as you get enough money to buy 1 key, you can turn that into all the keys.
Correct, because at 85 golds a pop here at Untitled Castle, yep, you could definitely buy more than your fair share of keys. 6 keys is the maximum you can carry. So right now, Aaron is resorting to the grind, finds a scorpion. That's going to be very nice. Going to put him 1 point away from level 4. And Ziggy gets dodged by the poltergeist. Red slime will do it for Aaron, so level 4. I'd say currently has a very small lead on Ziggy by virtue of the fact that Aaron did do that gold grind at the start.
I think Aaron wants something like a wolf right now with 40 defense.
Haven't seen a wolf yet. We've seen poltergeist. You know, we've seen skeletons that got baby breath. Magician, that's okay. Take that for 8 points. Easy. Next level is 82. Go ahead.
I'm just looking at 40 is enough to defense, break everything in zones 1 and 2.
And there's going to be level 5 for Ziggy. And the digits are 3 power, 1 agility, 1 HP, 1 MP. Well.
And hurt more.
Well, we got 3 minus 1 minus 1 equals 1. I mean, again, we were close to 4 of a kind, but yeah, more importantly, hurt more.
That's a little bit of the gear advantage negated.
It certainly is indeed, and now you see what Ziggy's going to do. Remember, kept that key, so now with the gold that they got, they're going to go ahead and purchase a key, go to the treasury, go back, purchase more keys. And there's level 5 for Aaron. Looks like Aaron is trying to get some exploration in. We see some grassy patches to the south of that bridge. There's a Sparko tile.
Might be looking for some better targets to hurt more.
Yeah, I agree. Drakima, not really. You can just save your hurt mores on that. Worth 20 points. Ziggy will go ahead and buy the maximum number of keys that they can.
And we'll likely get a peek at the basement right here.
Oh, yeah. Yep, absolutely, because you're here. You might as well see what's inside. We could see an old man, could see a cave. And here's a wyvern. That's a perfectly good enemy to use a hurt more on. 1 shot, guaranteed kill every time for 64 points. And we do have our freebie cave, level 6 for Aaron, for 2 power, 2 agility, 7 HP, and 7 MP. Well, 2 pair. It's the worst hand in poker, and we somehow got 2 pair out of it.
Bear deuces, bear sevens. Both love and hate to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're the opponent that's going up against the 7 deuce, yeah, you're really hating seeing that on the Texas Hold'em table. Magician down there for Ziggy. Not much goodies in that Stones of Sunlight cave, just wings, but oh well. More importantly, it's going to give Ziggy the opportunity to find out what's inside the Garanham treasury. There's a Druid Lord for Aaron. Has no MP left, so it's just going to have to chop it down. Should have no problem at all. And that'll be worth a big 58 points. 10 more points, and that'll be level 7 for Aaron. This Druid definitely will get the job done.
Oh, we normally don't like Druids. When they're going to get you the level, you're happy to see it.
Yep, and a Dragon Scale purchased by Ziggy. Here comes level 7 for Aaron. We've got 3 agility, 5 HP, 21 MP. That's huge for the Hurt More.
Oh yeah, we got 11 Hurt Mores loaded up now.
You definitely love to see that. All right, Ziggy staying at the inn. We're about to find out what is inside that treasury. Do we have our double old men basements here tonight? We saw one in Untitled Castle. We've got a key refund, and we've got a torch. So not much doing in that treasury.
Yeah, herb key torch. That's not what you're looking for.
Now, that's a far cry from the treasury of Untitled Castle. And we do have double old men. We've got the jerk in Garanham. Love to see it. That's a good enemy here for Ziggy, a wyvern.
And we find our last old man.
Sub 10 minutes, we find all the old men. You don't see that very often, but there you go. And Ziggy will pick up level 6. And speaking of wolf, there's your wolf right there, Dave.
Yeah, with that early armor, these are the things you'd love to see. Wolves, wraiths.
Yep, 40 points right there for Aaron. Next level's at 600. Probably, yeah, not going to have enough resources. That's a perfect bid. Give that wyvern 500 golds.
So that's where all the monster gold come from. The ones get perfect bids.
Yep, absolutely. There's level 7 for Ziggy after taking down that wyvern, and is only 101 points back of Aaron. So, you know, if we find something crazy like, say, Axe Knight, werewolf. Ooh.
Oh, by the way, Rim was just to the left of start.
Wow. So, yeah, there was no shortage of keys in this situation. My word. And Aaron will have plenty of money. Yep, 1,090 gold, plenty of money to purchase the maximum number of keys at a cheaper price.
And while we're here, we'll see what's in the 2-for-1 chest.
That's right, two doors, 1 chest. Probably not going to be a key. We've already seen a couple of keys in the seed already. It's a torch. Yep, that is correct. The magic armor reduces the amount of damage you take from hurt and hurt more, but not dragon breath. And you are not, you are still vulnerable to the swamp tiles and those 15 HP barrier tiles that you see both in Cantlin and Sharlock.
It also gives a very useful for the early game 24 defense.
That's right. And Ziggy is now taking the experience lead. In fact, the Star Wyvern, they have DL2 breath. That could be a problem when we get to Sharlock.
And we see our first instance of the barbecue getting fired up.
Yep, that could be problematic especially if armor is in Sharlock. And there you go. That's your silver lining for anybody who's looking for chaos. If we have Erdrick's armor in Sharlock, and we have a lot of Star Wyverns, let the games begin.
As Chad pointed out, if the armor's down, you also gotta trudge through those 15 HP and step the barriers.
Correct. Those electrified barrier tiles that do 15 HP of damage. That's right. You got to get through that too. And Ziggy will be the first to level 8, which will give us 7 power, 1 agility, 6 HP, 18 MP. Wow. That is 9 heal mores and now 15 hurt mores.
Yeah, our runners today have been hitting the books. All the MP.
Yep. Not a heck of a lot to spend it on, but hey, there's plenty of worse things to spend it on than a hurt more. Obviously, we'd like to see a healing spell, but again, Level 16 seems like it might be on the table as Ziggy cannot run away from a wizard, and back to start he goes. Aaron now sees the freebie cave, but it's not much of a freebie. It will be just some Red Bull. All right, Ziggy has now discovered the town of Garenham.
All right, is that any better on my mic?
You sound fine on my end.
I know what happened. I'm looking at the culprit right now.
Oh, little critter, eh? And Aaron going for the gold there, took down the gold man and picks up a big 650 gold pieces. And we do find Mountain Cave on Aaron's side. There are 5 chests, 58 HP and 57 MP. We start with gold.
First, better get through the shadow in the basement.
That shadow is a demon knight. Oh, and they've got sleep. Do they have the wombo combo? Is able to wake up and is able to escape with 8 HP left to spare. Ooh, that's not ideal. And Wyvern, oh, back attacked. That's not fun. Ziggy will take down the Druid Lord. 163 points away from the next level, and this Druid Lord will put him 58 closer. 2 more chests. Starting with a Fighter's Ring, that's an additional 2 attack power points. And I guess he did buy a Dragon Scale. Surely he had to have put it on, because he just dropped it. And there's the token, the old tease, Erdrick's token. That is one of the 3 items that we need to gain access into Sharlock. The others being the Staff of Rain, which is acquired by finding the Silver Harp and taking it to the Trading Cave. And also we need the Stones of Sunlight. Of course, you see Erdrick's and you think, oh, it's the sword. Oh, it's the armor. No, it's just the token. Of course, when it's the armor, it just shows you right away. It's like, I found Erdrick's armor. That's it. So, there you go.
Yeah, you immediately know. It says name has found, not Fortune Smile. You don't see the Fortune Smiles line.
That is correct. All right, another Wyvern here for Aaron, and another 64 points. That will be level 8. And there's the Cantlin find for Ziggy. All right, and the final chest has the Stones of Sunlight. So 2 of the 3 puzzle pieces here in the Mountain Cave. And Ziggy going to stock up on herbs. Now we'll not have enough money to buy a large shield if we do see one here in Cantlin. But right now we're going to see if we have coordinates. We've seen 1 cursed belt so far, so we know at least 1 search tile is in play. You've got the coordinates, you've got Hawk's Nest, you've got coal, and they did have the wombo combo. They did have the wombo combo. Are you kidding me? They must be 25% breath. And no coordinates. No coordinates tonight. Thou must fight. And yep, Aaron is going to gold grind for that silver shield. I do believe there was one in Rimeldar.
Rim has a silver shield and a broadsword, I believe, if you want it.
Yep, that's 1,500. So I'd imagine he's probably going to grind to about, I'd say 17,000. Yep, Gwayland is disappointed. She's going to be stuck with whatever enemies on the spike tile in Swamp Cave, if we find out about it. That's right, DK. No Gwayland allowed.
Oh, Star Wyverns to go with that. The L2 have Stop Spell.
Ugh. Not great. 0 power, 3 agility, 0 HP, 0 MP. A triple donut on that one, but we did get 2 spells. Hurt and stop spell.
After that power start, we were hoping for some of these.
Yep, you knew it was coming sooner or later. And yep, all we got was 3 agility on that level and a couple of spells. About that, I called the shot 17,000. I mean, the math makes sense. I mean, you need 1,500 to buy the broadsword, and I believe it's 14,800 to get the silver shield. And here's the mountain cave now for Ziggy. Now, he's got to be careful because he has not seen the those demon knights yet that have the wombo combo.
Aaron sees Breck and immediately performs a Brexit.
Yep. Breckenary, not interested. There's nothing that Breckenary could possibly offer, but Star Wyvern is going to roast Aaron and send him back home.
You know, see Ziggy in the basement. We know there's value down here.
All right, Dragon Scale. Which doesn't mean anything for Ziggy, who already purchased one at Garenham. Yeah, that is true, Shift. Aaron had not seen the DL2 breath from the Star Wyvern, so now he knows. It was a nice walk there for Ziggy. Got there unscathed and gets the Stones of Sunlight to go with that token.
Wolves also have DL2.
Ooh, that is 3, folks. Told you, it's not how a seed starts. It's how it finishes, and so far that's 3 that we have seen have DL2 breath, plus the skeletons having baby breath. So we're seeing some roasters here so far, and we've only scratched the tip of the iceberg. We haven't seen too many of the Sharlock potentials.
So remember I said earlier how I'd like to see Wolves with that 40 defense? I would like to retract that statement.
Yep, sometimes things aren't always what they seem. We got a green dragon that Ziggy's going to take an intentional death on. So there were greens in Mountain Cave, apparently, at Ziggy's side.
So if it wasn't for the Wombo Demon Knights, that would be a great grind zone if you find, say, Grave.
Oh, true. All right, Aaron will take care of this Wyvern. Next level's at 1,500 points. That's 249 away for Ziggy as Aaron finds Hawk's Nest. Now, this is where you'd like to see a green dragon or a axe knight to give him the best chance of victory here. What do we find in the spike tile? A golem. Yeah, no.
No, we want to get far away from that.
Yep, forget about it. We need a fairy flute, and we need a lot more stats than that. Plus, we don't have a healing spell.
There. Nice.
That's nice. Yeah, 70 points for a shot. There you go. And now Ziggy's doing the gold grind. Now, they don't have the magic armor, so they're going to go much further than 17,000. I would imagine they're probably going to go about 27,000.
The 14.8 plus another 7.7 is, I think it's about 24 to afford the gear we found.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of flame sword money, not magic armor money. Yeah, good call. Yeah, it's probably closer to 25,000. He's got 26.
Looks like your call was right, though.
Well, close. It was 26,000. But if this was Price is Right rules, I've gone over, so you'd win.
But we don't play that game show here, do we?
No, there's another game show that we might be playing later on called the 25,000 Gold Pyramid. We'll get to that if it arises. There's the silver shield purchase for Ziggy and the broadsword. Ziggy going to Garenham, and he's going to make a beeline to the shop to get that magic armor. So now you see that both the runners have the same stats. Right now, Ziggy with a slight experience point lead of about 300.
I think a slight exploration lead, just knowing that there are no coordinates.
Yep, that's one advantage that Ziggy has. And speaking of advantages, that's the advantage Ziggy currently has on Aaron, 1-0. If Ziggy wins, they will move on to the quarterfinals. So Aaron must win this to keep their championship hopes alive. Here's a cave for Ziggy, and that is going to be the grave.
Yep, we know that since we've seen all these in Mountain 2, we know there's some
cutting a miss there.
We know there's good monsters in here, but we also know there's some Wombo Demon Knights on the top floor.
At least that hurt more ended up being a one-shot for Ziggy, so that's going to be 135 points right there. Another one of those would give Ziggy the level. In fact, just 50 more points. We have a cursed belt. So now we now know guaranteed Hawksness and Cole have something.
Right, because we saw Thou Must Fight.
There you go. So we now know guaranteed that the golem must be taken down for something. We don't know exactly what. Ziggy is going to leave the grave for now. I don't know if it's because he doesn't have enough keys or probably the lack of heal mores is a deterrence, I would imagine. Yeah, that Wraith Knight, Aaron got a cut and a miss on that hurt more and sent him back home.
And the 3 and 16 miss strikes again.
Yep, that doesn't say gain those. I don't know what does. All right, Droll Magi back attack. My gosh. There's a green dragon. That's nice to see for Ziggy. This would give him the level. 63, not enough, so just chop it to finish off the fight. And of course, gets dodged. Gonna have to do it again. Gonna go for the fairy water strats. I love it. That'll do it. And that's gonna be level 10 for Ziggy. And let's see what the level up brings him. 10 power, 5 agility, 3 HP, 9 MP. Not bad.
That fairy water felt like it had a hint of dodge this behind it.
Yeah, right? And there's a Brecconary. Ziggy's like, nope, nothing I need in there. And that's true. There is nothing he needs in there. A Star Wyvern. Gonna try to one-shot Hurtmore. Gets the maximum shot. Still wasn't enough. And back to start he goes. Bad break there because Star Wyverns, I beg your pardon. 56 to 74 got the max roll. So unfortunately it rolled on the upper half of its HP threshold. It's got to be 50%. I've seen a lot of DL2 Breath from Star Wyvern. They've got to have 50%.
I would agree with you on that.
And Aaron, not that far behind, just 73 points back, has also hit level 10.
Yet another wizard shows up for Ziggy. I would love these wizards with any sort of healing spell.
You want to see some chaos? Well, we'll see if you get your wish. Well, down to 13 is going to use an herb. Might have to use a second one. Goes for the swing. Not enough. Oh! Gets a high roll, and Ziggy will be denied on that wizard.
As a runner, I'd love to find those wizards if I had any sort of healing spell.
Mm-hmm. Well, tough break there for Ziggy, and that's the opening Aaron might need. There's a stone, man. Yeah, no sleep spell, unfortunately, but is able to escape. 55 agility and all. There's the run fail to a stone man. And oh, they have sleep. Do they have the Wombo combo? Nope, they have the Wombo combo light. Actually seeing that's good because that does less damage than their punch, but unfortunately that's a double run fail to a Stoneman, and back to start he goes, and that's definitely 50% on that baby breath. My goodness gracious, that was definitely the Rye Guy special, to be sure. Double run fail, into sleep, can't wake up, is always hitting their 50-50s. So yeah, stop spell's definitely on the table, and these runners are going to probably have to think about that, especially in Sharlock. So we are seeing a couple of nasty Sharlock enemies. The Stowmans are nasty, the Star Wyverns are nasty, Green Dragons are not, but we have not seen the Blue Dragons, Red Dragons, Axe Knights, or Armor Knights yet.
I guess our runner is going to be hoping they get their agility somewhere in the 70s. You just say no to those Star Wyverns.
That's what it's looking like. Oh, there's a Demon Knight for Ziggy. Is able to escape from that. Uh-oh, a Star Wyvern for Aaron. Gonna try to one-shot it with the Hurtmore. Max roll, and does get the better 50-50. That's a big get right there. There's an Armor Knight for Ziggy. Finish it off with another Hurtmore, lands it, and that's 172 points. This time, Aaron is not so lucky getting the one-shot kill on the Hurtmore. He is sent home again.
Ziggy knows the spot here is live, having being known to see both curse belts.
Yep.
But is going to be disappointed when that shows up.
And then he gets back attacked by said golem and is able to escape. So, yep. Aaron and Ziggy both know about the spike tile here in Hawk's Nest, and they both leave.
With this stat line, no healing. A golem is, I will deal with this later.
All right, Drakima escapes from Ziggy here. And we'll go ahead and take on the Spectre. That'll be worth 47 points. Next level is at 2,175. There's our werewolf. It's the first one we've seen of that tonight.
What kind of nasty tricks does this Charlock monster have?
I will see. So far, nothing. Connects on both Hurtmore, so we're not going to find out, at least for now. And look at that. Aaron's kill got him to 2,000 experience points on the nose.
Because now Aaron just needs to find and beat a Stone Man.
Stone Man would be worth 155. That would put him right on the level.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be something, but I don't think Aaron wants to be taking down a Stone Man who has the Wombo Combo Light.
That is very true.
But I like where you're going with that. Well, there's a regular knight. First one we've seen of that this evening. One shot, one kill, guaranteed 78 points right there. Another one of those would give Aaron the level. It's not the first one. It's the first one I've noticed, but apparently we had seen knights a little bit earlier than that. Uh-oh, another Star Wyvern. Aaron's going to go for it. Oh, a cut and a miss to add insult to injury, and back to start Aaron goes again, as Ziggy will take down this Droll Magi to put him 11 points away from the level. Droll would have been enough. It's like, nope, you ain't getting the level up from me, pal.
The Druid Lord's more brave and is going to stick around, give the level.
Yep, one shot, one kill. Ziggy will be the first to level 11. And here come the stats. 15 power, 4 agility, 3 HP, 1 MP, and heal. We'll take that.
If we want to be dipping into the herb supply so often.
Yep. Not going to really be enough to help us in the golem fight, but, you know, it's going to help us in our exploration. All right, Aaron going to sword down this Druid Lord. And that is going to be enough for level 11 for Aaron as well. Another werewolf down for Ziggy. Haven't seen anything nasty from that werewolf just yet. If they have anything, it's looking like 25%. There's a town for Aaron. Is it Cole? No, it's Caitlin. That was what we saw on Ziggy's side in that little nook right there with the mountainous region surrounding it. So Aaron's going to now know that there are no coordinates tonight as we do find a cave. On Ziggy's side, that is going to be Swamp South.
That's a swamp cave that Aaron has gotten bounced twice away from.
Now, Ziggy's only got 6 MP left in the tank, so this is going to be a little bit dicey. And there's the news Aaron now knows. No coordinates, no Gwylin tonight. All right, a Wyvern down for Ziggy. Next level is at 3,000 points.
These Wyverns here are fantastic pro runners. We are defense breaking them at 67 defense.
Yep, and we haven't seen anything nasty yet, so it does look like a good source. Oh my god, double your golems. Double your golems. Forget a gold grind. It's not looking very promising.
So, you can have any grind you want in this seed, once it's a golem.
Yep, as long as it's a golem. I know that story as well. It's the old story about Ford cars. You could have any color you want as long as it's black. I know about that story. That was something I was taught in high school. Says the law firm of Golem and Golem. I love it. Well, I'm calling the shot right now. It is not going to be a Golem on the spike tile in Sherlock. It is going to be a Stone Man. That is my call of the night.
There is a town on the other side of Swamp. I think that has to be Cole.
Yeah, we haven't seen Cole, but unfortunately, that Star Wyvern's going to stop Ziggy in his tracks, sends him home. Yeah, we've seen 3 of a kind before, the old Joker, Joker, Joker trick, but it's very rare, but we have seen it before. Yeah, American Dream's got the perfect emote right there. All right. So there's a Druid Lord down for Aaron. 563 points to go to level 12.
And Ziggy can go right back to that swamp, knowing that there's a Cole on the other side of it with a spot that we know is live. For our runners, I don't know how upset they would be if it were vanilla.
Yeah, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Well, there's a Magic Wyvern, and we haven't seen too many of these. Ziggy, that's a guaranteed 1-shot, 1 kill for 83 points. That's 171 points to go until level 12. An Armor Knight would do it if Ziggy were to run across one, but Aaron runs across the Armor Knight instead. He's gonna have to hope this connects. Does it? Yes, it does. So Aaron will get the 172 points as Ziggy is now 76 points away from level 12.
Ziggy would gladly take another werewolf here, or would just gladly take a couple of wyverns walking through here.
Here's a Wraith Knight that Aaron got some bad luck on earlier, but no such bad luck this time. 72 points right there. But Ziggy gets some bad luck as he is back attacked into double DL2 breath. And once again, he is denied Cole. Boy, yes.
These Star Wyverns are out for blood today.
Oh, are they ever? I'm telling you. It's holding true again, Dave. It's not how a seed starts, it's how it finishes. And right now, we could be in for a nasty finish. Shahali says, hoping for Star Wyverns on all 8 floors, wants maximum chaos. It's a possibility. Oh! Stop spell misses on Ziggy, so that's good because that would mean no more hurt more. 2 power, 0 agility, 8 HP, and 13 MP. That is 98 MP already. That is almost 20 hurt mores.
That's also 12 heal mores, which is getting us very close to at least an MP setup.
But meanwhile, look who got the luck. Aaron gets to Cole unscathed, and we have our silver harp. So that is all the pieces necessary to get the rainbow drop from the Jerk Cave. But we are still missing Erdrick's sword and Erdrick's armor. And right now, we are running out of spots. What haven't we found yet? We have not found Tablet Cave, and we've not found 2 of the chests in the grave. And of course, we have 1 coordinates. Don't forget Death Necklace, Fairy Flute, could be your spike tile. I'm telling you, I think there's a pretty good chance we're playing the pyramid game tonight.
Oh, it's looking more and more like it.
And there's Swamp North. Yep, so Aaron was lucky. Yeah, Ziggy has been stopped by Star Wyverns twice in that cave, and in classic Game Nose fashion, Aaron gets through it unscathed the first try. But Ziggy's found a pretty good grind spot. He's seen a lot of these armor knights here, and he's building an experience lead a little bit on Aaron. Ziggy's gonna try it again.
Bad news that there's a golem waiting on both spikes.
Yeah, that's a problem. I mean, we have to have the fairy flute to even make that grind viable at this point. And not only that, we have no heal mores. Oh, please, please do not talk about Dynamite around here, Dweem. It never happened.
What never happened? I don't know what you're talking about.
Shino and Shigeki did happen, though, for Aaron to take down that Star Wyvern 105 points, and that's level 12 for Aaron. America Dweem was talking about the Donny Osmond version of Pyramid.
I'm aware.
Everything was bad about it, but especially the judging. The winner circle judging is some of the worst you will ever see in game shows. Ziggy finally makes it to Cole, so is going to pick up that silver harp. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for, Tanuki. It never happened. Ooh, speaking of never happening, we have a metal slime for the first time, and that metal slime's like, I never happened. I'm going to run away.
Got ourselves a nice little cave up here.
And that is going to be the tablet cave. So if we don't have anything in the tablet cave, we're down to just 2 chests and 1 search spot, and that's, of course, in Hawksness. And inside the chest, we have got an herb. Yep, things are looking good for our 25,000 gold pyramid game, because we're down to just 2 chests, the search tile in Hawksness, and then Sharlock. I mean, you know that the sword could be in both of them could be in Sharlock, the sword and the armor. It's very unlikely both are in the grave or in the overworld. Meanwhile, Ziggy has also found the tablet cave and sees disappointment.
I would agree with that. I think Ziggy's a little ahead of inspiration, but really this race comes down to which one of these 2 can just find a grind on this map. I believe you are correct, Mechalink. The Big C is still out there.
Yeah, we have not seen Sharlock yet at the 43-minute mark. Where the heck could it be? The Big C. Must be in a very small nook somewhere because, yeah, still haven't seen it. I don't know if it's on the second continent or not, but we have not seen it up to this point. Meanwhile, Aaron going to the trade-in cave to pick up that Staff of Rain. And then he can go to Garanham and pick up the Rainbow Drop from the Jerk. Why do we call him the Jerk? Because if you don't have Erdrick's token and you talk to him, he just kicks you right out.
And Chad is pointing out this looks like it's a single continent.
Oh, it is a single continent. Just a very awkward single continent. It's hard to find a lot of things. You know, 44 minutes in, still haven't found Charlock. Aaron survives that Star Wyvern attack.
Wreck is not outstanding. It's in the northwest corner of the map.
And there's Ziggy now going into the trade-in cave to get their Staff of Rain. Interesting. The swamp exits are perfect bookends on the far east and west sides of the map. So they're pretty good warps, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I've seen far worse swamps.
Sure. And then, of course, you have those other two continents where the other continent is just Exile Island. It's just like a very small patch of land. It's deserted. It's got like desert tiles, mountain tiles, and there's nothing there at all. Nothing.
Except the search spot.
Not even a search spot. Not even a search spot. Just nothing. And Ziggy, I think he got his old men confused. Got to go to Garanham if you want that Rainbow Drop.
I think I was thinking. I remember seeing a bunch of old men early. Which one was where?
Right? Yeah, when it's been about 35-ish minutes since you last saw those two old men, I guess it's easy to get them confused. There's Charlock finally on Aaron's side, 46 minutes in.
It looks like it's on the southern edge of the map.
Yep, Wraith is down for Aaron. Next level's at 4,125 points as Ziggy will get their Rainbow Drop. Yeah, it looks like that's the only way to get there unless... Well, there's a metal slime. They have Stop Spell. And Ziggy gets one hit, but that's all. Meanwhile, Aaron's pretty much knotted up the score in the experience department. Nope, that's the only way to get to Charlock. That was just a big, long, trolley dead end there. And Ziggy right now, could be wombo comboed here. Hasn't used it yet.
Swing.
There's the breath. They use it. There is the wombo combo. Ziggy was going back to the grave in hopes that maybe those last two chests have the armor and the sword, but not to be. Back to start he goes.
It's not like there's much else to go other than unless you're going to try to find somewhere to grind.
There hasn't been an amazing spot for grinding here tonight. Again, we've got golems with no fairy flute, no healing spells. But it looks like Ziggy has found a halfway decent grind spot on these Magic Wyverns, and it doesn't look like they have anything nasty, at least from what we've seen, as Aaron's going to get their rainbow drop.
So you get 8-0, 43 and 2.
Oh, 43 HP. That would make Ray Combs go bam. That's a big get on the HP. So Death Necklace could be in play tonight. That gave us, by the way, it was 8 strength, no agility, got 43 HP and 2 MP. And still no heal more. Level 16 heal more very well could be it. How about a quadruple level 16 spell level? Let's make it happen. I want all 4 of these spells not to show up until 16. Let's go for it.
I'm missing out on sleep and outside and heal more till then. That's the kind of chaos we want in brackets.
Yep, absolutely. There's a wizard that'll dodge Ziggy's attack. And that's a high 5 from these runners. And they're both dealing with a wizard almost at the same spot.
Yeah, 1 square separating them.
Just 1 square separating them. That is a literal high 5. All right, so Ziggy gonna try this again and hopefully get no back attack into wombo combos. Ooh, greens have barbecue breath too. That's 4 enemies and that's 3 Sharlock enemies that have it.
Yeah, our runners are really wanting to gain about 40 agility right about now.
I love it. Oh, you may have rolled a very friendly beginning stat sheet, but once again, it's not how a seed starts, it's how it finishes. And this is gonna set up for an ugly, ugly finish. That is for sure. Sharlock very well could be the determining factor between a winner and a loser in this one.
Aaron gets the top 3 chests of disappointment. Ziggy starting to dive in a deep grave.
Yep. They're both going for deep grave now, so this is about as neck and neck of a race as you could want. There's the 4th chest. And herb. Oh,
Pyramid game's looking better and better.
It's looking extraordinarily likely because if there's no sword and there's no armor, one of them guaranteed is in Sharlock. And possibly both.
Again, we have dueling wizard fights.
Man, love to see it, man. You love to see the synchronicity here. Right now, the difference is about 550 points on the experience front. Ooh, trouble. We have Star Wyverns in the zone.
Fortunately, now we have 3-digit HP, so can walk off a breath.
I mean, I get it. Haishino Shigeki, that was a very low roll, though. 51 was the minimum, and all he got was 59, so that wasn't enough to one-shot it, but we'll two-shot it for the 120. Uh-oh, and back attack to Ziggy, and the stop spell connects, but is able to escape. All right, up to the top is the, oh no, Star Wyvern. Oh, he's gonna try. Very risky here. Low roll, and it was good enough. It was good enough. 60 was good enough. Oh, what a break there for Ziggy. And the final chest now in the grave for Ziggy is the Fairy Water Pyramid game is on, folks. It's a guarantee because at least one of the 2 Erdrick's items is in Sharlock. It's a guarantee.
Oh, you love to see it.
Now, of course, you could be playing twice because we might have 2 important items, possibly 3, depending if we need the Death Necklace.
That's very true. We are just a couple HP away from Death Necklace.
Yep, but we won't set up bets yet until we know what's in Hawk's Nest. Because if it's not one of Erdrick's items, then yeah, we'll play double pyramid for sure. You get one right, it's 10,000. You get both right, it's a total of 25,000 golds. And Ziggy, I think, wants this. Yep, Ziggy is going to get the Wombo combo of 1 turn, of course, because game knows. And now he's put to sleep again. Does he get his wish? He does. Quick exit, back to start. So right now, I'd say Ziggy has a very narrow lead. I think the only thing that could stop him is Charlotte, because I don't think he's found it yet.
No, only Aaron has that knowledge. Aaron also finds the news there's nothing down here. There's also going to look for the express ride home.
Yep, he's going to try and hope for double your DL2 breaths and a spin. He gets a stop spell. That's not what he wanted. That's also not what Aaron wanted. He might end up getting a kill out of this. He does get a kill. He'll take the 105 points.
I guess I'll take the 105 instead of a trip home.
Yep, so he's going to keep searching for that Star Wyvern in hopes that he is sent home. Well, he finds a wizard. That's could get him there. Yeah, casting Hurt a Bunch would work, DK, because it only does up to, what, 15 damage? Another 120 points. Still didn't take down Aaron.
Yeah, while you could cast Hurt a Bunch to guarantee to go home, still 150 XP a shot. Or 100 plus XP a shot. You're fine with that.
Right now.
No, thou shalt not go home.
What a terrible time for a Haishino and Shigeki for Aaron. He clearly was punting the fight. He gets an excellent move. If that doesn't say game knows, I don't know what does. That is crazy. And it continues to use stop spell. It continues to use stop spell. It's like, all right, if you insist, I'll take your 105 points.
I know we initially thought Aaron was trying to go home. This is a decent grind down here.
I mean, he's slowly chipping away at Ziggy's experience point lead. I mean, or he might even have the lead. 53-69 plays 51-28. Very close. And he's going to take the 105 again. You might as well. If he's not going to use the DL2 breath, you might as well take the points.
From the time Aaron has tried going home, I believe he's picked up around 600 XP.
Yep, and here comes another Star Wyvern for Ziggy. I mean, it might as well. He's going to use the stop.
Well, Ziggy just swings down that Star Wyvern.
This is too funny. He is clearly trying to be sent home, and it's just not happening. But yeah, he is picking up valuable experience points. Ziggy's picking up these same Star Wyvern encounters as well, so it kind of negates the whole situation. There's the DL2 breath that Aaron is wanting to see that Ziggy ended up getting. And there's level 14 now for Ziggy with 6 power, 2 agility, 15 more HP, and 9 MP with sleep and radiant.
Still missing that heal more.
Yep. However, we are now in Death Necklace territory. Because if you use the Death Necklace, you lose 25% of your maximum HP. That's 34 HP. You'd still be at 102, and you would have a 10 additional attack power points. But here's another problem. Look at our defense. It's terrible. I mean, to be fair, we don't have Erdrick's armor, but still, it's terrible.
Yeah, we're looking at an additional 4 once the armor's picked up, which
would
put you at taking 52 max from DL2.
It is just not happening. Aaron is going to use all of his resources before he finally gets taken down. He just took down another wizard. It's just one of those seeds, folks. That is something we'll definitely be talking to Aaron about once we have our interview.
Yeah, we definitely got to ask about the Star Wyvern Express and why it broke.
Right. Yeah, it was definitely out of charcoal for sure. Now he's not getting any encounters, and that's just hurting him. There's a wizard. I mean, he's healed quite a few points until that encounter, so he's hoping that it can do enough damage. I mean, he gets one big roll from this wizard, and he takes him down. It just continues for Aaron.
At this point, if I'm Aaron, I want one more of those before I get sent home. That's a level.
Indeed. And Ziggy right now, he's just trying to find Sharlock at this point. He finds an Armored Knight, and he has plenty of hurt more to get the job done. There's a Star Wyvern. What is this sorcery? Here's level 14 for Aaron. All he needs is one DL2 breath.
Game's like, no, the games are binding, Aaron. You're locked in here with me.
Oh man, this is intolerable of epic proportions. Another Armored Knight here for Ziggy. This is gonna be another 172 easy points. There it is, double the hurt, more shots. And we're at 63-20. There's a wizard. Back attack could help. Back attack could help. He's gonna use stop spell. Why not?
This is very much, I've had enough of this game's shenanigans.
There we go. He finally got enough damage. He got the high enough rolls, but it was a somewhat productive grind. But meanwhile, Ziggy has found Sharlock. So at the moment, anybody's game, but I'd say it's a very small lead for Ziggy at this point.
Both runners would really love heal more because that Hawkstest Golem is definitely in play.
Wait a second. Did he just get back attacked by a slime, or was that a run fail? Let me look at that again. Did he just get back attacked by a slime at 45 agility?
You've got a 1 in something chance of it happening. Something very low. You just need to roll a 1 on your agility multiplier, and the slime rolls at least a 46.
Yeah. He did. That is a crazy back attack by a slime on 45 agility. That's another Rye Guy special. All right, the Druid Lord goes down for Aaron. There's a werewolf. Now it's 65-51 for Ziggy. Doesn't get a great roll on that hurt more. So the lead's about 600 points for Ziggy, which isn't a terrible amount, but considering what we're able to grind on it, it feels like an eternity.
Both runs have found zones with at least one decent monster in it. The big monster is just hiding.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen any Axe Knights yet. We haven't seen blue dragons. We haven't seen red dragons. Those three Sharlock enemies, are pretty predominant. So who knows what they could have. I'll tell you what, though, Ziggy is starting to build ever so slightly a little bit bigger lead on Ziggy here. Or Ziggy is getting a little bit bigger lead on Aaron in the experience front.
Now, since we haven't seen any of those, how about a nice blue dragon on the final spike with full combo?
That will be interesting. I can see it. I can see a red dragon with the same stuff. And right now, the lead is 680 points now for Ziggy. So again, slowly but surely building on that experience lead against Aaron. They both know where Sharlock is, and they both have the drop. They just need the stats to make the dive happen. They also need to go back into Hawksnest and clean up that mess.
Well, we are seeing Ziggy's found the better grind zone with the Star Wyverns and Werewolves in it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they give a little bit more experience. I mean, yeah, the Star Wyverns do have the DL2 breath.
About to look at level 15, and is heal more at 16?
I'm saying it is. What we're about to find out is Ziggy has just picked up level 15. And here come the digits with 3 power, 3 agility, 0 HP, 16 MP. Yes! Yes!
We're going to 16.
Bit outside. And that is all. Heal more at level 16. You'll love to see it. Maximum chaos. But hey, at least we can use Hurt More 25 times.
With this stat line, it's going to be go at 16. These stats are very much, well, that is atrocious. So you're going
the agility sucks. And, you know, Death Necklace, we don't know if that's in Charlock or if that might be in Spike Tile in Hawksnest. But yeah, I mean, level 16, we can't really do that fight until level 16 because, again, no Heal More and no Fairy Flute. Now watch Fairy Flute be on the Spike Tile, just the ultimate game nose troll. The Fairy Flute is the item in the Spike Tile when you needed it to take down that golem. Oh, I wanted to be Fairy Flute, because then we could play triple pyramid. We could play triple pyramid. Where is the Erdrick's armor? Where is the Erdrick's sword? And where is the Death Necklace? Because Death Necklace definitely looks like it's in play tonight.
So if you're playing triple pyramid game, do you just go to Judge's Table first?
I think you do. I mean, there's a 3 in 7 chance something that you need is there. There's the stop spell. All right, so Ziggy's going to give it a shot.
Right, they were gambling on 136 HP just to be able to damage race it.
I don't blame him. That's 56. Crit would be nice. 81. 107. He needs a big roll here. 143. He's got it. He wins the damage race. And what do we have? It is the Death Necklace, which means we have double Erdricks in the pyramid. So, all right, folks, Erdrick's sword, Erdrick's armor are both in Charlock. Call your shots right now. If you get one right, it's 10,000 gold. Get both of them right, 25,000 gold. Good luck, folks. Where is everything? For those of you who don't know the pyramid game, if you've ever watched the classic Dick Clark or John Davidson $25,000 or $100,000 pyramid, you know that the bottom row of the pyramid is 50, 100, and 150. The middle row is 200 and 250, and the top of the pyramid is 300. Or you could pick the judge's table. Of course, we call it the judge's table because you know that nasty judge is waiting to zap you whenever you give that synonym in the winner's circle.
Ooh.
Well, I'm gonna go with top of the pyramid. And you know what? I'm gonna be a sport. Give me judge's table. So I will agree with Sayaka. I'm gonna say top of the pyramid, 300, and judge's table. Those will be my guesses for tonight. What about you, Dave?
I put mine in chat. I'm gonna go with vanilla sword and armor at 200.
All right, good deal. And there's a nice crit for Air to take down that Demon Knight. They're both at level 15. We need to get to 9,750 for level 16. All right, meanwhile, Aaron is now going to go for the fight. He's going to try to win this damage race, but he wants maximum HP possible. He's got to hope for no back attack. All right, no back attack to start. Gets a 28. Looking for some high rolls.
Do anything fancy. They just punch.
Yep, 53, 89, 113. Last chance, needs a big one. 135, yeah, wins the damage race first try. Both of them getting on the first try, and there is the Death Necklace for Aaron.
giving us what we've seen, I think he just sit here and keep fighting it.
Yeah, I think he's going to do that. He's going to give it another shot and hope that he wins another damage race for the 350. I mean, he could gain some ground on Ziggy if this pays off. Now, there's another problem with this situation here. Look at this agility here. And I know agility is just a number, but these are awful agility numbers. If we're going to Sharlock with these numbers and no armor, oh, let the games begin. Hope you brought your popcorn and soda, folks. I think we are going to be in for a long Sharlock ride.
We could very well see a double dive from at least one of these runners.
Oh, double dive. Minimum double dive. Aaron, by the way, got a second golem, so starting to gain some ground on Ziggy a little bit, if he can keep that up. Weem is calling for agility on level 16. How about level 18? I'm going to be a little bit trollier. Give it level 18. That'll be my guess.
And with both runners feeling they have to dive as soon as they hit 16.
Oh, that was a nasty roll. Aaron's got to have enough. He does. That's another 350 points. So again, closing in on the lead. It's now less than a 300 experience point lead for Aaron.
And despite having to take all the time casting individual heals between fights, the Golden God is still faster than walking in the hills.
Yeah, as long as it works, yeah, it's gonna slowly but surely get Aaron back into this race, and we're gonna have a slobber knocker of a finish. That's for sure, because I don't care what the lead is, Sharlock is gonna do Sharlock things to both of these runners. And if it doesn't, they're gonna win. Look at this. 45 points is the difference now.
Looks like we are 2 golems and a little bit of change away on Aaron's side, and probably about 7 or so fights on Ziggy's.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's see if Aaron can continue the good luck here. Good starting roll to 39. That's 60. Ziggy's got a werewolf to deal with. 97. He needs a good one here. 128 and ooh, stayed alive. He stayed alive. It could have decided to roll big. It did not. And that's another 350. And that's the experience point lead for Aaron by 130.
Hearing a little bit of Bee Gees playing on that one.
Oh, definitely indeed. That all you need is an HP and a prayer there. And that's exactly what Aaron had. I mean, sometimes you got to be lucky to get these wins. All right, so Aaron will be very close to the level up with this golem. He starts with a 27. Now he's got 58. Not great rolls so far. 85. This might be where he runs out of luck. 109. Oh, he has one more chance. 147. Another lucky roll there for Aaron, and he's now 29 away.
Ziggy is 236 away as of right now.
So it's going to be very close. I mean, he's stuck with it. I mean, again, this is very, very close between the two. I mean, that's a couple of werewolves, and there's one of them right there for Ziggy. Aaron will gladly take this Herman. The problem is, he does have enough. He does have enough. Yeah, he could take this as long as he doesn't miss twice. So this is going to be the level right here for Aaron. A conveniently placed Armored Knight. He's going to be the first one to level 16. We know it's going to give us heal more, but what else? Here come the stats. 1 power, 20 agility, 20 HP, 2 MP. Finally, we've got some decent agility. I think we're ready to go.
We are. And Aaron's going to look at this golem and say, send me home.
Yep. This will be the intentional. We'll see if he gets his way or if he gets another funny crit. No such crit this time.
Ziggy
also might get the kill. He might get the kill. Not this time. Not this time. He's sent home.
I think Aaron decided to bust out false swipe for that swing.
That was a false swipe. Absolutely it was. That was a not so good of a last roll there to get the 350. He's not going to really need the 350, but, suppose you get that little extra level on the way down. So anyway, time to go to Sharlock. Ziggy's also got level 16. Oh, this is a neck and neck race. Game on, folks. Game on.
And with this agility, we are only repelling wizards down there. So
right.
Those Star Wyverns are very much in play.
Yep, Star Wyverns are in play. Green Dragons, which we know have DL2 breath, they're in play as well. We haven't seen Red Dragons. We haven't seen Blue Dragons. We haven't seen Axe Knights. They might have some nasty things. You just never know what's going to happen in Sharlock. Remember, Ziggy is up 1-0. If Aaron loses this, he's eliminated from the tournament, and Ziggy would move on to the quarterfinals.
I'm watching them path the Sharlock. That is a height.
It really is.
There's no towns.
There's no towns, and there's no real quick way to get to Sharlock. I mean, you're losing several minutes. Several. Ziggy's going to be the first one to Sharlock.
And we have some math going on in chat that it's about 11 with the Death Necklace and Sword. It's about 11 swings to kill, with 15 heal mores in the pocket.
And there's the Reds we have seen for the first time. By the way, 39 is what we would lose. We would still have 117 HP even if we put on the Death Necklace. As Ziggy does escape from the Red Dragon, there's also a rule that if you run fail 3 times in a row, you are guaranteed to succeed running the 4th time. So Ziggy with a very minuscule lead right now. Any Sharlock death could be fatal. There's the Blue Dragons. He's back attacked as Aaron. So far, we haven't seen anything from the Reds yet. I'm not talking about the Cincinnati Reds either.
Oh, those Reds are in just a division of death for no reason.
Yeah, it's kind of been a struggle bus for the Reds this season, unfortunately. And I know DK's a huge Reds fan. I'm a Cardinals fan. We too are on the struggle bus together, so, you know. Now the first floor for Ziggy. We see some blues. Again, we haven't seen anything. We've seen a lot of Reds in this zone, and it's hard to run away from them on 68 agility. That's for sure. It's about a 2% chance. I know it's more than a 2% chance, but golly, it feels like it, don't it? Ziggy gonna have to burn a heal more here.
And immediately gets greeted by a Blue Dragon.
Yep, back attack by a blue. Again, we haven't seen anything from blues yet. Yep, and counter luck might be a thing. If blues and reds have something nasty and, you know, we just haven't seen it yet. There's our Axe Knight for the first time. And gets back attacked as Aaron. So what are you predicting on the spike tile? Refresh our memories here.
I said it was going to be a blue with full combo just for spite.
Well, the full combo is not looking so hot at the moment. I'm going to stick with Stone Man.
And these runners have been trading the lead back and forth through this dive as one gets triple run block, gets the heal, the other passes.
That could have been very nasty for Ziggy. He got back attacked by a green dragon and decided not to use DL2 breath. Yeah, Dweem's hoping for the law firm of Golem, Golem, and Golem. I'm hoping for the law firm of Golem, Golem, and Stone Man. Oh, Ziggy having problems running away from an Axe Knight here. And there's an AK-47. Everything is here. All the dragons. And there's our Star Wyvern friend. There's our Star Wyvern friend. Game on.
So Aaron's in the U. Ziggy's making the play for Judge's Table first.
Love it. Let's see if it pays off for him. Because if it doesn't, Aaron could potentially sneak in the back door. And now the Judge's Table has the armor! The the judges table wins. So if you said the judges table, there's your 10,000 gold.
Well, I'm getting no gold because I said sword there, so both I guess that'd be wrong.
Yep. If you just said judges table, you get credit for it. So there you go. So let's see if the top of the pyramid does have the 25,000. Yeah, this is not good news for Aaron. This is very good news for Ziggy. He played the percentages, went for the judges table. It was a 1 in 4 chance, or 2 in 7 chance, I beg your pardon. A little bit better than 1 in 4 chance. So here it comes. Oh, but we have an Arbor Knight first. All right, here comes the 150 chest. There's the sword. So 150 and judges table. So if you said both of those, you have 25,000 gold. If you said one, 10,000 gold.
And throw in the flute in 50.
For an extra bonus. I mean, I know we didn't play the flute. If we really wanted to play, we could have gone for the triple. But yeah, flute for the 50 would have been just an extra bonus.
Aaron had to check them all because they're not having the armor.
Yep, and now he's got to go back to the judges table. Ziggy will not have to go back to the judges table. Let's see if anybody got it right here. I saw 100 in judges table. I see another 100 in judges table. 250 in judges table. 300 in judges table. 200 in judges table. So, no one got the full 25,000. A lot of people got one of them right, but nobody got them both right. So there you go. All right, so at this juncture, you know, as long as we have enough resources, I think we can still win this fight. But this red dragon has something to say to Ziggy, and it's going to cost him. It's down to now 11 heal mores.
We can still burn 2 heal mores and be fine.
So Ziggy's just gonna have to hope and gets a back attack. Oh, the good news is at least he's defense breaking those wizards. Otherwise, that'd have been a nuisance. And also keep in mind, because our defense is at 84, that the DL2 can still punch us for 49.
That is very true.
Aaron's still trying to get back to the basement here, but the time is a ticking here for Aaron. Very, very close race. All it takes is a failed fight here, and Aaron can sneak in the back door. He's now made it back to the U, but here comes the spike tile. Called it. Let's go.
There's the stone man.
There's the stone man. Remember that they do have Wombo Combo Light.
This stone man's being polite and not busting out to sleep.
Yeah, very nicely done there. Ziggy gets the good RNG, only to run into a red dragon the very next step, but then does run away. So he has made it to DL2 and is going to just go ahead and start the fight. So all eyes are on Ziggy. If he is successful, he will win and move on to the quarterfinals. If not, Aaron still has a chance.
Ziggy is called a fool, throws on the death necklace.
All right. So at this point, yep, he's just going to hope that he gets the opening roll. Oh, but he wasn't enough to take it down. Yeah, you got to heal more. That stinks. So there's a stop spell hype. He still has a chance for an opening double. All right, and he does get the first strike, so he starts with the double and a 12. Oh, that's not a good roll. It's 21 is what we can. That's much better. So that's 32 for the opening double. That's what you want to see if you're on Ziggy. 32 is what we're currently at. There's 50. Looking pretty good for Ziggy. 61. 81. Good roll there.
Short of a miss menu, this is over.
I agree. There's 96. 113. 133. Yep. He's got this lock, stock, and barrel. He's potentially one attack away from winning this. 151. Good chance he'll get it on this one, but obviously you are going to take that heel more every single time. No need to swag it up. 167 covers the spread. Get your GGs out for Ziggy. It was a very competitive race, very close, but he is going to survive and advance to the quarterfinals.
It was the decision to go judges table first that decided this race.
Yes, it did. That was the decision. That's all it took, because Aaron had a very good walk back to get to the bottom floor. But unfortunately, yep, that decision ended up being costly to not go to the judges table first. So starting off with an 18 and gets a 16 for 34. There's 50. 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 35 seconds. The winning time for Ziggy. GG. But GG to Aaron as well. Put up an amazing fight. We're up to 68. In between the two meme numbers. I'm fine with that.
Just, splitting the uprights.
Absolutely.
We're getting close to that season.
Indeed we are. 84. There's 101. $118. $138. Yep, Aaron's got this lock, stock, and barrel as well. It's going to be very, very close.
And we're going to be looking at probably about a 2-minute difference.
153. Again, almost a lock. He'll get it on this swing, but again, you're not taking any chances here.
No, you're just asking the min roll and have the Dragon Lord have 165 HP.
Exactly. He gets 171 in total. GG's to Aaron, but GG's to Ziggy, who's now in the commentator's booth, for being our winner tonight. You are going on to the quarterfinals. Very, very good competitive race here. I mean, couldn't have asked for a better situation. I mean, it was neck and neck going into Sherlock, but the deciding factor, you probably guessed it, going to judges table first. That's what won you the race, Ziggy. GG.
Yeah, it's a good idea to go to GT first here because we had so much resources. If something is on GT, you're in trouble if you go at the bottom first.
That's
but
right.
If you go GT first, even if there's nothing there, you still finish in one dive. So since there were 2 items that we needed in Sherlock as well, it makes even more sense to do GT first, which that's what I was thinking when I did that, and I feel like that was the plan. I'm happy it won me the race. It could have I don't think it could have lost the race. I think it would have been like close. Maybe closer.
It would have been very close because Aaron had a nice walk back after he got his armor from the judges table. His win is time, by the way, 1 hour, 26 minutes, 30 seconds. That's a difference of just $1.55. 1 minute and 55 seconds. Very close race.
Oh my goodness. That was a struggle this seed. I was afraid of grinding because I went like, the second we get heal more, this is go, 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 even if the agility is awful.
Now, here's the weird
came. It just never came.
Nope, it didn't come.
Was so powerful.
Yep. That ended up being the big one. By the way, 162, big roll in DL2 tonight. A 162, 1 HP for every game of the Major League Baseball season. So let's look at that. Oh my goodness, 75% DL2 breath for skeletons. They were going to use it a lot. Or no, they had baby breath. Baby breath.
Okay.
Sorry. Wolves had the DL2 breath. That's right. Wolves had the DL2 breath. Green Dragons, we know, had the DL2 breath. Star Wyverns, we know, had the Wombo combo, or rather the Demon Knights.
And
combo.
There was a wombo combo in those Demon Knights, and then Star Wyverns had a lot of nasty stuff. Aaron here in the commentator's booth, I'll tell you what, this was a barn burner, a very close race going into Sherlock, but you probably have guessed what ended up being the deciding factor, judges table.
Oh, did he go there first?
He did.
It made a lot of sense. We were guaranteed one dive no matter what.
It made no sense. That's actually the worst possible
a lot of
play.
Sense with 2 items.
No, you asked Hilo about this. I will fight you over this. But.
I mean, I get it. I mean, if Judge's Table would have been a bust, you would have won this and forced a deciding a third game in this set, but just not to be. I'll tell you what, we got to talk to you about this. The Grave, Aaron, trying to get that intentional death, and it just wouldn't let you have it. The Star Wyvern either wouldn't cast its DL2, or you ended up getting a crit on it, and then Wizards, they wouldn't take you down. It just, no matter what you tried, the game just wanted you to keep it in experience points. I mean, it helped you stay in the running, but what kind of helped you, get back into the tie game going into Sherlock?
I honestly didn't care that much about not dying in Grave because I couldn't really think of a better grind than that.
I mean, fair enough. We were just having a time of our lives watching you struggle to get sent home there.
I ended up grinding like northeast of Garinum for the final grind. I didn't find anything better than this.
Now, you actually had a very nice grind there, Aaron, at the end on those golems. You managed to win every single race to get to level 16, because you actually got to level 16 a shade before Ziggy did, but Ziggy was closer to Sherlock at the time, and that's why he got in there just a little bit ahead of you. And it was very close, again, neck and neck. But yeah, that one decision was the deciding factor.
I have a question there, though. Like, you really won, like, you had Silver Shield, I guess. Did you have Flame Sword or did you have Broadsword?
Broadsword. I didn't check any shops, really. I don't know. Did you junk the key right away? Because I did. I reset to get the Marvelous Magic Armor and Copper Sword and then saw Rim like 5 minutes later.
I did not, actually. I set up the gold grind out of the mountain a little bit later.
Yeah, I did that too, just to get the Silver Shield and I guess the Broadsword, but I figured it was still going to be worth it. And it pretty much was. Like, again, I wish I would have went to that Golem a level earlier. I didn't trust the stats, and then we literally gained like nothing useful for that fight.
Right. You were right, because I killed one Golem to get the Death Necklace, and then I got my ass kicked really hard, and then I figured, no, there's no way someone grinds on a Golem. I'm just going back to the zone, northeast of Garinum. Absolutely couldn't see someone killing like 7 Golems in a row. That's impressive.
Well, I figured if it ambushed, I would just run. Yeah, there were a couple times where I had like 30-some hit points and it hit low, but again, Silver Shield might have been why.
I had silver as well. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I bet that was really, really even then, and I'm happy we gave you at least one even race. I know Aaron does not want to talk about Seed 1.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
I think Aaron, everybody knows at this point, since
Seed 1
the score.
Yeah, Seed 1 is everything that is wrong with Dragon Warrior Randomizer. I could rant for like multiple hours about how awful certain things are with this game, but I won't, because it's already over and there's no point. Awful Seed, throw it in the fire, throw the whole randomizer in the fire.
Agreed. No, actually, Seed 1 was awful.
Yeah, I don't recommend anyone watch it, because it's just going to be, well, I mean, I guess people will want to watch it because they'll want to watch me die a lot, and but still.
It's like a train wreck, Aaron. The more you say this scene was awful, don't watch it, it's like, oh, now we got to see it.
No, you'll know what I mean. You'll be it and like, oh yeah, this is awful, this is terrible.
Now, I mean, we talked about the start and how there were no red stats, which is very rare in Dragon Warrior Randomizer play. And, I said this. I said, it's not how a seed starts, it's how it finishes. But you know what? This seed didn't finish as bad as I thought it was going to finish. I thought we were going to see a lot of problems with Star Wyverns. I thought we were going to see a lot of problems with Sherlock enemies we hadn't seen yet. And that just didn't happen. It just did not happen.
my Sharlock got scary a couple times. I was under 72 HP against the Greens and the Star Wyverns a couple times.
Right.
And I had to gamble on the run. So.
Sure. But it didn't happen. And it didn't happen for Aaron either. I mean, both of you had pretty flawless dives as far as I'm concerned, considering the enemy set tonight.
No, the hard dive for me was the dive to Cole, where I died 3 times on the way to Cole.
You got wasted twice on the way to Cole, both times by Star Wyvern. So, I mean, yeah, that gave you some problems because, Aaron was the first to find Cole.
I have a feeling I was the first to find Cole because I knew Cole was the last
Cole.
I needed.
You were the first to discover it, but Aaron was the first to actually enter it.
Yeah, I technically died 3 times right next to it, like twice right outside of South Swamp, and
you did too.
right before, like 2 steps down, I would have seen North Swamp. Like,
so that was 5. That was 5 deaths then between the two of you. I did not see Aaron's, unfortunately.
Question also: did you struggle to find Sharlock? It's very like the very, very last tiles of the map for me.
I found it before I found Grave. Grave was the last thing I found.
Oh, that's interesting.
Every single time I went up there, I got murdered by Star Wyverns. And when I went down and saw Sharlock, I peeked around, and I'm like, you know what? I'm out of resources. Let's just warp back, get some herbs. And I just peeked around. I'm like, oh, hey, there's Grave. That's hilarious.
So you went only once in Grave. The first time I saw Grave, it didn't make sense to dive it. Then later on, it became clear that I needed to dive it and get disappointed.
Yeah, the big old nothing. I wish there was nothing in Hawksness. I wish literally all 4 key items that can be in Sharlock would have been in Sharlock. That would have been.
So you would have hoped for the fairy float.
That would have been nice too. Honestly, fairy flute would have made that grind a little nicer, but the death necklace was the worst possible thing that could be on there. Even though I needed it, it didn't matter because I was going to have to mess around in Sharlock anyway.
Yep, for sure. So, well, that was a very good race between the two of you. Back and forth you went. Could have gone. It came down to the wire, came down the judges' table. But Ziggy, congratulations. You're moving on to the quarterfinals, and you will be taking on the winner of Destiny of a DW and Rye Guy 3745. Whoever wins against them, that's who would be taking on in the quarterfinals. So any thoughts about either prospective opponent that you might have to face in the quarters?
So I get the angel of DWR, or I get the demon of DWR. That's what I get. Both players are very, very solid, however, and there is neither of these players that is going to be easy to beat. They're both veterans at this point. I think Rye Guy's been playing for longer than I have. Destiny came in, I think, a year after I came in. So like we're talking about 2 players that know their way around Alefgard. So. It's going to be very hard for me in the next turn, but I've kind of hit a wall in the round of 8 pretty much every year I made it there. So I would like to make it through the round of 8 this time. So I'm going to practice as much as I can.
All right, good deal. And
I'm rooting for you, Ziggy.
I know a bit of the disappointing loss for you tonight. I think you were probably expecting it to maybe go a little further, but Ziggy coming in the number 2 seed in the tournament, you knew it was going to be a tough assignment, but like I said, you kept up with them tonight. Just one decision ended up being the difference maker tonight.
Wait, he's the number 2 seed. Who was the number 1 seed?
Who else? Angel.
What are you talking about? I was the number 1 seed coming into the tournament.
Yeah, it was seed 1 versus seed 2 in the round of 16. This one.
I see what you mean.
I always peak in the asyncs, and then it just a slow fall downhill. Although no, I played well in this race, more or less. I know
you did.
Improved on.
You did.
And I don't want to act like I'm just terrible, and that's why Ziggy won. Ziggy won because he's like one of the best DWR players there are, and I'm not going to predict that Ziggy is going to win because he hates it when I do that, but I'm going to be rooting for you.
I love it because I mean, it's not true. It is full-on superstition for fun. But the joke is that every time Aaron roots for me to win a game or decides like I should be winning a game, something absolutely terrible happens. So that's the funny thing. And Aaron did chat bracket, and when it came to our race between me and Aaron, the chat bracket went like Ziggy, 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 and I was like, no, stop it, stop. I didn't want them to pick me, but it turned out okay, I guess.
Yeah, the chat bracket picked Tilo to win, so obviously it doesn't know anything. Sorry, I'm taking shots at Tilo here.
Well, excellent job. Great race between the two of you. I mean, GG's. And again, congratulations, Ziggy, moving on to the quarterfinals. And of course, we'll definitely see you, aaron2u2, both in another tournament and of course your streams.
Yes, everyone follow aaron2u2, YouTube. Aaron, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, I've got no further questions. How about you, Dave?
No, I think we've covered everything we needed to for this. And GG's to both of you on a fantastic show. And this came to down to that coin flip at the end.
All right. Great race between you two. Please make sure you give both of our runners, Ziggy and aaron2u2, a follow. Absolute tremendous performance tonight. And join us tomorrow afternoon right here at 2 p.m. Eastern, where we've got Diabetes the Second and Brian Williams 42. That is a rubber game of this best of three match. Winner punches their ticket to the quarterfinals. Special thanks to our Restreamer, Tanuki Monster, our tracker, Shihali, and my commentator partner, Enja Dave, and for everybody here on DW Randomizer for watching. Until next time, I'm LLZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you again tomorrow for more exciting coverage of the Summer Dragon Warrior 2026 tournament right here on DW Randomizer. Good night, everybody.